Mercedes-Benz impressively nurtures their models over decades. The SL class is a perfect example. This is the new 2013 SL550, and it's as desirable now as it was over 50 years ago, maybe more so. Starting at around $106,000, this is a toy for the 1%. With options, this one is $118 grand.
Let's put that into a wealthy person's perspective. Recently at auction, the painting The Scream went for $120 million. You can buy 1,000 of these with that kind of coin. It's a bargain.
And while the SL puts anybody in a good mood, this is pretty depressing, don't you think? The new aluminum structure sheds some 300 pounds and is more rigid. Powerful? You bet. You just saw 0 to 60 in 4.5 seconds. Sporty in the corners? Let's just say you'll never approach its limits on public roads unless you're willing to do jail time. The EPA rates it at 16 city, 24 highway. It drinks premium fuel. But those who can afford an SL don't worry about gas prices, do they? Feeling guilty about fuel consumption, Richie Rich? A special eco mode shuts down the engine at stoplights and restarts it automatically when you take your foot off the brake. It's very smooth.
SL's wind management is pretty darn good. It's 60 miles an hour with the windows and wind blocker up. My hair is hardly blowing around at all. Very important for us TV people.
The motor is a twin turbocharged 4.6-liter V8 making 429 horsepower. Torque is an impressive 560 pound-feet at 1,800 RPM. This nub of a joystick operates a 7-speed transmission. Paddles on the wheel offer up manual shifting. Power goes to the rear wheel. With a chassis as solid as Warren Buffett's investment advice, driving the smooth SL550 feels like $1 million. Curves are handled effortlessly at high velocity. The deep reserve of power is more addictive than Haagen-Dazs. Or maybe something less legal. Electric power steering is well done in the SL550, though there seems to be a skosh less road feel now. A system called direct steer varies the steering ratio depending on how far you turn the wheel for quicker response in corners. Active body control uses sensors to counteract body roll, pitch, dive, and any other motion you don't want to happen. Oh, and the ventilated disc brakes have awesome stopping power. This is a car that's not only rewarding to drive, it's entertaining to watch too. It's great fun to see the lid go through its gyrations. And while it takes up a lot of cargo space, the solid material offers up security and refinement that soft tops can't match, although thieves can always break a window. If only I had one room in my house that was as well appointed as the SL. Everything is rich and integrated, right down to air vents with a substantial dampened feel. The seats have more tech in them than most cars. Need a longer cushion? Done. Mercedes calls this vent the air scarf, and active seat bolsters move in while cornering to hold you in place.
The SL's glass roof does not have a shade. It has something better. Very cool.
There's radar-assisted cruise control and blind spot warning too. If the capable Harman Kardon sound system isn't good enough for you, there's the optional Bang & Olufsen unit. Even the command user interface I've groused about before seems more intuitive, though not always user-friendly. 3D Navi maps are easy to read. It would probably be a bad time for me to back up right now.
What are you doing here? You know this doesn't have a back seat. Right. Yes, I knew that. I'm gonna polish the back. Is what I'm going to do.
Behind the seats, there are more storage options than in most sedans. Very civilized, unlike you-know-who. Debate this all you want. To lower the top, pull up. To raise it, push down. Naturally, that seems backwards to me, but what the heck? I can learn.
The trunk mechanism on the SL? Virtually silent.
The roof panel politely rises up for access to your stuff. With the roof stowed, there's room for 3 packs under this lid that must be snapped in place. Put the top up, and that increases by 1. Normally, a price tag north of 100 grand would be my biggest gripe, but here, I'll say it's worth it. Drive a Mercedes-Benz SL550 and you'll not only understand its costs, you'll have a solid, tangible reason to become wealthy and collect art of the four-wheel variety. A lot of auto writers shy away from critiquing design, saying it's subjective. I don't know. I somewhat disagree there. Successful design comes from a purposeful place. In other words, it has to have a reason and or history for being the way it is. An attitude, if you will. The 2013 SL is a beautiful piece of sculpture with the perfect amount of heritage baked in. The front end is a bit larger, taller than I'd like, but I have to believe it's to meet pedestrian impact legislation. The interior, on the other hand, is simply gorgeous. Much like a Rolex watch, the SL has a timeless look. Speaking of, the clock alone is a pleasure to gaze upon. After a week with the SL550, I was very, very sad to see it go.
Well, folks, can't tell you how to become part of the 1%, but at least I can show you what they drive. And in my never-ending quest to become part of that elite group, can you do me a favor? Help to promote these videos, put them on your Facebook page, Twitter about them, show your friends and family just how savvy you are that you found something great that they may not know about. I would really appreciate it. It's not like I'm ever going to be able to afford one of these, but I'd love to have some gas money. I think you know what I'm talking about. Well, that's my take on the Mercedes-Benz SL550. I'm Tom Voelk. That's driven.
Obviously, it's not me driving. Everybody, if you don't know Martin, this is Martin Campbell.
Hey.
He is an amazing driver. There would be no driven if it weren't for Martin.
I don't think so.
I think so. All right. He's very modest, folks.